Music is something known to every society. Even in caves from prehistory, we have found objects that were used to make music. So it's something that is common from the cavemen to us, from Italy to tribes in New Zealand. It has evolved, but apparently not music taste, since Pop Smoke, DaBaby, Drake, and Roddy Ricch have lost 3 Grammys to Megan Thee. Today, music is everywhere, and you hear it even when you don't want to. Churches, stadiums, malls. That is because music has a lot of effects. In 1912, the founder of sociology, Emil Durkheim, stated that religion and religious gods are simply a representation of the energy that people feel while singing and dancing over ceremonial music. Without music, we probably wouldn't have religions. In malls, music is used to make consumers lose track of time, so that they stay more and therefore spend more. And in stadiums, music is used to boost the performance of athletes, or to weaken the opponent. As we saw, music can have very powerful and very different effects according to which genre and which type of song is played. It is therefore crucial for you to have a quick guide to using music and studying. This video has 2 sections, one for studying and one for exam. In each, we want to boost our performance, and to complement studies that just analyze cognitive influence of music, I will also use tips of sport psychology, a discipline which has its main objective to boost the performances of athletes. Each tip will be very useful for exams, because exams and competitions are more similar than you may imagine. So let's start with studying. Here we are going to do a little distinction with before studying and while studying, because they're both very important. Before studying, we want to listen to mood boosting music, and here you can find a lot of playlists on Spotify, and I strongly advise you not to use just one or cycle through them, but to create your own, taking inspiration from the playlists on Spotify. Just take the song you like best and add them, remove them, and be sure to add new songs every now and then, because if you don't, the songs will just stagnate and not be as powerful. But the goal before studying is to be in a mood where you're just happy and you don't want to study, but you're in a good mood, so everything will come easier. Instead, while studying, we will also have a distinction on 3 cases. The first one is memorizing. So if you have to study and actually remember dates or trying to remember formulas. Then we'll have creative work, so writing an essay, drawing, etc. And then we will have the third one, which is repetitive work, which is, for example, copying the essay, solving maths problem. And all these 3 cases will require different songs, different music, because they have different needs. When you're studying, when you're memorizing, you don't need to be as relaxed as in repetitive work, or as creative as in creative work. So for the first one, which is memorizing, studies show that the best music to listen to is the simplest music possible. So either ambient music or binaural tones. Binaural tones are when you put headphones, one will play one note and the other one will play a note that is similar but either slightly higher or slightly lower. And I don't know why, but studies show that this is very powerful for memorizing and studying in general. For creative work, here we don't want any distraction. We just want to enter into a creative flow and then stay in the flow. And the best songs to get in a flow and stay in the flow, studies show that they are jazz music and classical music, both very powerful. if it's not your genre, I know it is hard, but when I write down the notes for the video, so like what should I say, what are important things to say, I listen to jazz music. I don't like it, but I do it because it is very helpful. While for repetitive work here, we don't need to be as focused as in the other two cases, but what we need is high beats, high rhythm to make us work faster. And if you watch a lot of TikTok, you know where this might be going, but there is a trend that says that listening to Mario Kart music, the soundtrack of Mario Kart, while doing writing essays and doing homeworks, it makes you do it faster, because thinking about it, Mario Kart songs are very fast-paced, so they help making you work faster, and that's actually very helpful. But in general, what you want is to find songs with high rhythm, and they can be like even electronic music, but they're not too violent, not too that their drop is not too distracting, because the common thread among these three activities and the genres related to them is that they have very specific genres, but what they have in common is it's not your music, your regular music, because we don't want songs with words, because words are distracting. If you, I don't know, if Don't Stop Believing starts playing, you will want to sing it, and that's distracting. You will not do your homework. So the common thread here is to find songs that do not have words, so you do not get distracted. Even your favorite song, and I know it might be a mood booster, but that's why you should listen to it before and not after. And if your favorite song is not a mood booster, but it's like, I don't know, Lana Del Rey or something sadder, you can listen to that afterwards. Okay, so first of all, before going on with the video, I know it is very annoying when you hear it on YouTube, but please, it is very important for me if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot for me, having a boost of satisfaction, and on YouTube to get more growth in the channel, which is always nice. And this said, I will go on with the video, and here I will focus on exams and how music can help you with exams. And here I will take a lot of information from book of sport psychology, because actually the goal is the same, to boost performances. And the songs that boost performances physically are the same that can boost your performance mentally. So here, sport psychology, which is a topic that I personally love, I studied a little bit, will be very helpful for you. And the first tip that comes actually from sport psychology is that the change of music shouldn't be too much, because we want to keep the routine we had as similar as possible. So if when you have classes you wake up, have a shower and listen to your mood boosting playlist, you should do the same, because if we do something completely different when we have an exam or a sport competition, our body will feel like there is something different, so it will start panicking. So even if you naturally panic before an exam, keeping the same routine as you normally do will help you a lot to reduce the stress. But there will be a point where will be just like an hour before the exam, 30 minutes before the exam, where you will be very stressed and very afraid. And here, that is where the big boy music will come into play. And with that, I mean, just like the typical stadium anthems, the typical things you listen to when you want to get pumped up. So everything from Lose Yourself by Eminem to Seven Nation Army, Eye of the Tiger, all these kind of songs will be useful right before an exam. And what is very important here is that you will find a lot of playlists on Spotify, but as I said before, I strongly advise to create your own playlist or more playlists according to the different tasks you will need, because this kind of music that gets you pumped up is unique. Like the music that gets me pumped up is not the same for you. So here you will need a playlist that is unique for you. It will take you 10 minutes, but trust me, it's an investment that will pay dividends in the long run. And here another thing comes into play, and I also kind of answered it before, and that is, when should you listen to your favorite music? Because before studying you can, while studying, or just before an exam you shouldn't. So your favorite songs, your favorite playlist should be a reward for you to listen to after you've studied, after an exam. So when you have finished and it's just like the end of the day, your favorite playlist, your favorite artist, no matter what music they do, no matter the mood they put you in, that's when you can listen to, after everything, as a little reward. And in this video, this is like the final part, where this is the final note I want to say, is that I've given you some categories of music, some genres, but they were not too specific. They were not like specific songs, because what is important is that even for mood boosting music, if you don't like the music, they will not put you in a good mood. So I gave you broad categories just because you should find the songs you like inside this category and have your own playlist, have your own little album that is just music you enjoy. Even if it's just like a genre of music like jazz you don't like, you should still try to find the jazz songs that you don't dislike as much. And that was the final thing I had to say on this video. Thank you for watching. Again, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot for me. And thank you for watching. See you in the next video.